Continue reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 11 by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the universal form. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Kalo Asmi Lokakshaya Kirta Prabhado, Lokan Samahartam Iha Pravrata Rite Api Tumna Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Avastita Prati Aneke Shuyodha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people with the exception of you. The Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Although Arjuna knew that Krishna was his friend and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was puzzled by the various forms exhibited by Krishna. Therefore, he asked further about the actual mission of this devastating force. It is written in the Vedas that the Supreme Truth destroys everything. Even the Brahmanas is stated in the Katha Upanishad 1.2.25. Yasya Brahma cha Shatram cha Ubhe Bhavati Odana Mritu Yasyopasa Chanam Ka Kitham Veta Yatra Sa. Eventually, all the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and everyone else are devoured like a meal by the Supreme. This form of the Supreme Lord is the all-devouring giant, and here Krishna presents himself in that form of all-devouring time. Except for a few Pandavas, everyone who was present on that battlefield would be devoured by him. Arjuna was not in a favor of the fight, and he thought it was better not to fight. Then there would be no frustration. In reply, the Lord is saying that even if he did not fight, even one of them would be destroyed. For that was his plan. If Arjuna stopped fighting, they would die in another way. Death could not be checked even if he did not fight. In fact, they were already dead. Time is destruction, and all manifestations are to be vanquished by the desire of the Supreme Lord. That is the law of nature. Tasmat tvam uthistaya so labhasa jitva satrun bhungsava rajyam simirdham mavayeva maivaita nihata purvam eva nimitta matram bhavasya vasachim. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement. And you, O Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Savyasachin refers to one who has shoot arrows very expertly, one who can shoot arrows very expertly in fields. Thus, Arjuna is addressed as an expert warrior capable of delivering arrows to kill his enemies. Just become an instrument. Nimitta matram, this word is also very significant. The whole world is moving according to the plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Foolish persons who do not have sufficient knowledge think that nature is moving without a plan, and all manifestations are but accidental formations. There are many so-called scientists who suggest that perhaps it was like this or maybe like that, but there is no question of perhaps or maybe. There is a specific plan being carried out in this material world. What is this plan? This cosmic manifestation is a chance for the conditioned souls to go back home, back to Godhead, back to home. As long as they have the domineering mentality which makes them try to lord it over material nature, they are conditioned. But anyone who can understand the plan of the Supreme Lord and cultivate Krishna consciousness is most intelligent. The creation and destructions of the cosmic manifestation are under the superior guidance of God. Thus, the battle of Kurukshetra was fought according to the plan of God. Arjuna was refusing to fight, but he was told that he should fight in accordance with the desire of the Supreme Lord. Then he would be very happy. Then he would be happy if one is in full Krishna consciousness and his life is devoted to the Lord's transcendental service. He is perfect. Dronam cha bhismam cha jayadaratham cha karnam tathanyam api yodha viranmaya hatam stam jahina vyastitaha yudhyashva jetasirane sapatnam. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and the other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. Every plan is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but He is so kind and merciful to His devotees that He wants to give the credit to His devotees who carry out His plan according to His desire. Life should therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of a spiritual master. These plans of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by His mercy, and the plans of the devotees are as good as His plans. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle for existence. Sanjay Uvacha etat trutva vachanam kesavasya kritanjalir vepamana kiriti namaskritva bhuya eva krishnam sagadgadam bhita pranayamya. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice as follows. As we have already explained, because of the situation created by the universal form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna became bewildered in wonder. Thus, he began to offer his respectful obeisances to Krishna again and again, and with a faltering voice he began to pray not as a friend but as a devotee in wonder. Arjuna Uvacha Isthane Rishikesha Tava Prakitya Jagat Praharshayati Anurajyate Cha Raksamsi Bhitani Diso Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddhi Sangha. Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you respectful homage, their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about the outcome of the battle of Kurukshetra, became enlightened, and as a great devotee and friend of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said that everything done by Krishna is quite fit. Arjuna confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and the object of worship for the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. His actions are equally good for all. Arjuna understood herein that when the battle of Kurukshetra was being concluded, in outer space there were present many demigods, siddhas, and the intelligentsia of the higher planets, and they were observing the fight because Krishna was present there. When Arjuna saw the universal form of the Lord, the demigods took pleasure in it, but others who were demons and atheists could not stand if when the Lord was praised. Out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they fled Krishna's treatment of the devotees and the atheists praised by Arjuna. In all cases, the devotee glorifies the Lord because he knows that whatever he does is good for all. Kasmachate-na namera mahatmam garyase brahmana piyadi kartavyananta devisa jagat nivesa nivasa tvam aksaram sad asat tad param yat. O Great One, greater even than Brahma, you are the original Creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you, O limitless One, God of gods, refuge of the universe? You are the invisible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. By this offering of obeisances, Arjuna indicates that Krishna is worshipable by everyone. He is all-pervading and he is the soul of every soul. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahatma, which means that he is most magnanimous and unlimited. Ananta indicates that there is nothing which is not covered by the influence of energy of the Supreme Lord. And Devasa means that he is the controller of all demigods and is above them all. He is the shelter of the whole universe. Arjuna also thought that it was fitting that all the perfect living entities and powerful demigods offer their respectful obeisances unto him, because no one is greater than him. Arjuna especially mentions that Krishna is greater than Brahma because Brahma is created by him. Brahma is born out of the lotus stem grown from the navel abdomen of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, who is Krishna's plenary expansion. Therefore Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is born of Brahma, therefore Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is born of Brahma and of other demigods, must offer their respectful obeisances. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam that the Lord is respected by Lord Shiva and Brahma and similar other demigods. The word Aksaram is very significant because this material creation is subject to destruction. But the Lord is above this material creation. He is the cause of all causes, and being so, He is superior to all the conditioned souls within this material nature as well as the material cosmic manifestation itself. He is therefore the all great supreme. Tomadi Deva Purusha Puranasthamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vetasi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dhama Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Ananta Rupam. You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifest cosmic world. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is noble. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Everything is resting on the supreme personality of Godhead. Therefore, He is the ultimate rest. Nidhana means that everything, even the Brahman effulgence, rests on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, He is the knower of everything that is happening in this world, and if knowledge has any end, He is the end of all knowledge. Therefore, He is known as the Noble. He is the object of knowledge because He is all-pervading, because He is the cause in the spiritual world. He is transcendental. He is also the chief personality in the transcendental world. Vayur Yamo Agnir Varuna Sasanka Prajapatistam Prapita Mahascha Namo Namaste Astu Sahasra Kirtava Punascha Bhuya Api Namo Namaste. You are air and you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, and you are the moon. You are Brahma, the first living creature, and you are the great grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times and again and again. The Lord is addressed here as air because the air is the most important representation of all the demigods. Being all-pervasive, Arjuna also addresses Krishna as the great grandfather because he is the father of Brahma, the first living creature in the universe.